Yeah, good morning, Mr. Lasisi, Yodun, Momodu Dola, Eruba also. Pardon me if I didn't pronounce your name well. So today is Monday, the 18th of November, 2024, and we're having our morning analysis, morning EBS, morning midday, morning grace. All right, we just concluded our 4-day crash course, which we call the boot camp. We completed it yesterday. If you were not part of that boot camp, honestly, you miss a lot. Good morning, Mr. Sonny. Good morning, Michael, Matthew. It was loaded. We concluded yesterday with the fundamental analysis. The link to the videos will be made available so you can watch it and get more insight into how to trade. All right, so we'll go straight into what we have for today. Now, we're having the weekly market outlook today. That's what we do on Mondays. We have the overview for the week, what to expect for the whole week, the direction of the market for different financial instruments. So we'll look first at the fundamental, then we'll go to the technicals. Now, because of time for the fundamentals, we'll pay more attention to the key events that will happen this week. Today is Monday. Funny enough, there are some fundamental events, but they are not really that tradable, but it may just lead to some volatility in the market. Today, earlier on to 5 a.m., the Bank of Japan Governor Ueda gave a speech, which I believe would have impacted upon the Japanese yen pairs. Also today, we have the G20 meeting, which will go on all day. So this may lead to some, movement in the market. Then later tonight by 7:30 p.m., the European Central Bank President Lagarde will give a speech which will affect the Europeans. So potentially there are events fundamentally, but not tradable, but they can still lead to some, movements in the market for today. But the key event tomorrow, we're going to be having by 11 a.m. tomorrow from the United Kingdom, monetary policy report hearing. Now, this is like a speech. It will impact upon the market, though there's nothing like forecast or actual, but then it will still have its impact upon the market. Then the key one really for tomorrow is the CPI from Canada. So we're having the CPI monthly, the median CPI, the trim CPI, the common CPI, four events happening simultaneously tomorrow from Canada. So we should expect a lot of volatility and possibly a tradable opportunity, to trade this event. So get ready for volatility on the card tomorrow. Four events happening simultaneously, from Canada. All right. So that's a key event tomorrow. And for Wednesday, the key events for Wednesday is going to be the CPI from the United Kingdom, CPI from UK by 8 a.m. on Wednesday is going to be the key event for Wednesday. Let's plan ahead. You can take note of this on the calendar so that you can plan your time to be available to trade this event. Then on Thursday, the key event on Thursday will be the unemployment claims from the United States by 2:30 p.m. That'll be the key event for Thursday. And the key event for Friday, wow, there are a lot of events on Friday, right from 8 a.m. in the morning. All right, retail sales from the United Kingdom will be a tradable event on Friday. You can take note of that. Then, okay, on Fridays, all this flash manufacturing, services and manufacturing PMI, all this will actually be tradable. So we're having tradable events on the euro. You can see it from 9:15 to 9:30 a.m. No, sorry, from 9:15 to 10 a.m. I mean, we have a whole lot from the Eurozone, from the French flash manufacturing PMI to the German flash manufacturing PMI. Then the European Central Bank president will give a speech and other services and manufacturing PMI like that, two, four, about seven events between 9:15 to 10 a.m. This will heavily impact upon the euro. So you can take note of that. And same Friday also, we have the same manufacturing and flash services. We have it from the United Kingdom also by 10:30 a.m. on Friday. So you can see that Friday will be our most busy day as regards our fundamentals. And in the afternoon on Friday, also, there will be the core retail sales and retail sales from Canada. Friday is loaded, is the most loaded of all the days. And also, there will be the flash manufacturing and services PMI from the United States by 3:45 p.m. And the day will be rounded off with the revised UOM consumer sentiment from the United States. But the key one there is actually the flash and the flash manufacturing PMI and the flash services PMI. So Friday is the most loaded of all the days. So let's take note of all these events as we plan our trades for the week. So for today, again, we don't have tradable event, though there will be fundamentals that can lead to some movement in the market. So with that being said, I'll move over to the technicals, to my MetaTrader, so that we can check out the technical setup for the week. And as regards technical, there are quite a number of setups that we have which will be tradable for this week. So I'll start with the dollar index. Now, this is the dollar index on the weekly time frame. And we can clearly see that the dollar hit, or rather, the dollar closed on a weekly resistance level last Friday. So, so technically, we're looking for an opportunity, for a decline in the dollar for this week. We are bearish on the dollar this week due to this. So if we're bearish on the dollar, I'll be taking a look for at the USD CHF. Now, for the USD CHF, if we come to the weekly time frame, this is what we have. We have a descending trend line, and also we have a support turn resistance. So technically, we're looking in the bearish direction for the USD CHF on the weekly time frame. Now, if we flip down to the daily, we don't have much on the daily, even same on the, well, we can look at it on both sides, both at the 4 hour and the 1 hour. But I think I want to just pay more attention to the 1 hour because of our day traders. So as a day trader, if you're looking at 1 hour, this is what you are going to have. We have our trend line drawn there, and we have the second one giving us a rising wedge pattern as we anticipate, a breakout in price. And currently, RSI is below 45, sorry, it's below 50 rather. That tells us we're really getting set for a bearish breakout. But I will advise you wait for price to break out below this most recent low before you look at taking a sell on the USD CHF. But we're bearish on the USD CHF for this week. And since we are bearish on the USD CHF, we are bullish on the Euro USD. So for the Euro USD, this is my view. For the Euro USD, it's just having the direct opposite of what we saw on the dollar index. Price closed on a support level on the weekly time frame for last week. So technically, we're looking at buying the Euro USD. I know the Euro USD will do the opposite of what the dollar or the USD CHF is doing. So if USD CHF is bearish, the Euro USD will look bullish. So again, on the daily time frame, we don't have much. On the 4 hour, now we have this one both on 4 hour and on 1 hour. On the 4 hour, we're having a reversal pattern here, which will trigger into the bullish direction. And the confirmation to that is that we also have a falling wedge pattern. So we're going to be looking at buying the Euro USD. So depending on the kind of trader you are, if you're a swing trader, you can take this on 4 hour while you wait for price to break out above this neckline or this minor resistance zone, with your RSI clearly above 50. So we're bullish on the Euro USD on 4 hour. And if we come down to 1 hour, it's still the same thing. You can still switch down to 1 hour if you're a day trader. The key thing is waiting for price to break out above this resistance zone, and you can trigger a buy on Euro USD. So we're bullish on the Euro USD. And we're equally bullish on the GBP USD. Now, this one is more of a high probability setup for the GBP USD. Now, this is the GBP USD on the daily time frame, and you can see that the price is really on a long-term uptrend, where price has hit the trend line multiple times, bouncing in the bullish direction, and prices again on that trend line where we expect a bullish movement on the GBP USD. And simultaneously, we now also have a support zone here. So we have an uptrend, we have a support zone. Technically, we're looking at a bullish breakout or a bullish continuation rather, on the GBP USD on the daily time frame. If we switch to the 4 hour, we really don't have much thing to say about the 4 hour, but our emphasis will be on the 1 hour time frame. And on the 1 hour, we can draw our trend line right here and draw a second trend line at the back to form a falling wedge pattern. So we'll anticipate our price breaking out upwards to take a bullish trade on the GBP USD. So we're bullish on the Euro USD and we're equally bullish on the GBP USD for this week. And that takes me to the next one, which is gold. Now, gold has been doing a lot lately. I remember, I think it was last week and the previous week, I said we should expect a crash, which did happen. Now, for this week, we will be bullish on gold. Why are we bullish on gold? Number one, the dollar index is bearish. You know, gold and the dollar go in opposite directions. So if the dollar index is bearish, technically, we should be looking at some bullish movement on gold. And not just because of that alone, because of what the technicals is saying. So this is gold on the daily time frame. We can see that price is making a series of higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. And from here, we are looking at a bullish movement, and even here likewise, which is a candle for this week. Now, overnight, this is the movement that has happened overnight on gold. It's gone bullish overnight before this morning. So we expect some bullish continuation on gold. Please, I want to sound a caution here that I draw the arrows up. I'm not using that to indicate how far. Please take note of that. The arrow I'm drawing is just to show direction. It has nothing to do with the take profit level. For your proper take profit level, you'll need to use the Fibonacci tool or any other tool of your choice that helps you to know the take profit level. So technically, we're bullish on gold, and that is being supported with the fact that we have a support. We have a support zone here. So that gives us a confluence here. Three reasons I believe we're buying gold. One, we have the uptrend line. Two, we have the support zone. And the third reason is because the candle that closed last week, Thursday here, closed as a rejection candle. So that's equally our confirmation for a bullish breakout or a bullish movement on gold. So we're bullish on gold on the daily time frame, but then we need to look for a suitable entry. So that takes us to 4 hour. And on the 4 hour time frame, we can actually draw a trend line up there and a second one at the back to give us a falling wedge pattern. So we can see that price has actually broken out of the falling wedge. However, the RSI has not crossed above 50. So we still can't take a buy. But the moment a new candle comes up and we can see a new candle that projects where the RSI is above 50, then it will be a time to take a buy trade on gold. But take caution on this. Buying gold on 4 hour can be a bit risky. I will advise you to go down to 1 hour. 1 hour will still be a lot easier to manage compared to 4 hour. So now this is what I perceive could happen. This is 1 hour. It's possible that price may drop to test this trend line before, having the bullish continuation. It's a 50-50. It may and it may not. But then we're only looking at taking a bullish trade whenever price breaks out above this minor resistance or this minor high over here. So if it retraces and breaks out upwards, once the new candle breaks out above this resistance, then you can take a bullish trade. Now, on the 1 hour time frame, RSI is already clearly above 50. So 1 hour is more ready for a bullish trade compared to the 4 hour. Just wait for the confirmation of a new candle above that resistance to trigger a buy. And this setup actually is coming with a lot of very massive profit potential. But then I will still advise, don't be greedy. We can have, and you can see that coincidence right now that the proposed entry region is actually around Fibonacci 23.6. That tells us that this is quite a more high probability trade setup. Now, the first take profit can be as high as about 368 pips. Now, that's the Fibonacci 38.2. Now, this is what I would say. You don't need to wait all through for that to happen. If you can move some 50, 100 pips, that will just be good enough, for you. That will just be good enough for you. Just catch some 50, 100 pips, and you may just be out of the trade. So we're bullish on gold for this week. And so we've looked at the dollar index, the euro USD. We're bearish on the dollar index. We're bearish on the USD CHF. We're bullish on euro USD, bullish on GBP USD, and bullish on gold. So the next instrument, now the CAD pairs, CAD itself actually is going to be very, very weak for this week. So because of that, we're going to be seeing some massively bullish movement on the anti-dollar, anti-CAD pairs. For example, the New Zealand CAD that you're looking at on the screen currently, on the weekly time frame, you can see it's really, really in an uptrend. And the candle that closed last week closed as a rejection candle. So we should be expecting some bullish movement on the New Zealand CAD. But this I would suggest to trade it more, possibly on the swing, on the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, that's what I mean by swing. You can have your trend line here, and I believe there will be a retracement, then a breakout. Now, at the point of the retracement, this may end up forming an inverse head and shoulder before the breakout. So I hold a bullish movement on the GBP CAD. And the same thing also, sorry, on the New Zealand CAD. I mentioned GBP CAD because GBP CAD has a much more high probability compared to the New Zealand CAD and the AUD CAD. AUD CAD too is bearish, but then it's bullish rather. But then my emphasis is going to be on the GBP CAD. This is the AUD CAD is equally bullish. But like I said, my emphasis is going to be on the GBP CAD because it has a high probability. And what's the high probability here? We have an uptrend again on the GBP CAD on the daily time frame. So price hit the trend line again. Technically, we're looking for a bullish movement. That's one reason we're buying the GBP CAD. Secondly, we had a rejection candle, 2 daily candles backward. That's Thursday, closed as a rejection candle. And the third reason why we're looking at buying the GBP CAD is that price equally closed at the support zone. So we have 3 valid reasons why we're buying the GBP CAD for this week. So if we flip down to the 4-hour time frame, I can tell you that this actually is gradually evolving into an inverse head and shoulder pattern and will be going massively bullish. And if you feel you want to take it on 1 hour, it's still very much okay. Still on the one now, back to 1 hour now, it's still the inverse head and shoulder and a bullish breakout. So either way you want to look at it, we're bullish on the GBP CAD. And I'll be waiting for price to break out above this neckline to trigger a buy on GBP CAD. And price may target this recent resistance level. That's if you don't want to use Fibonacci, price may just go to that level as high as about 190 pips. But if we're using our Fibonacci tool to gauge our profit taking level, then we may have price go. All right, so we may have price. If you have a breakout above this neckline region, the first take profit level can give you as much as 37 pips. The second one at Fibonacci 50 can give as much as 90 pips, and Fibonacci 61.8 can give as much as 141 pips. But the important thing is that we're bullish on the New Zealand CAD. So either way you want to trade it, either as a day trader or a swing trader, we are just bullish, on the GBP CAD. So aside the GBP CAD, I have a few other pairs we'll look at as we gradually begin to round up. Okay, I think I've even mentioned most of the pairs I'm looking at. Okay, I think that will be all for now. If there's another one, I will surely intimate us, in the course of the week. Yeah, I've talked about AUD CAD. We're bullish. We're bullish on the AUD CAD. We're bullish on the GBP CAD. We're bullish on the New Zealand CAD. This one too will form an inverse head and shoulder and breakout upwards. All right. So that will be all for this morning. In the course of the week, make sure you're very active on your WhatsApp group or your Telegram channel or Telegram group where you got this link. we'll surely update if there are other setup that are evolving. So as a roundup now, the instruments I've analyzed this morning, I've analyzed the dollar index, and I said that we are bearish on the dollar because the dollar index is bearish. So we're looking at selling the USD We're bearish on the USD on 1 hour. And we're bullish on the Euro USD on 1 hour. We're bullish on the GBP USD on 1 hour. We're bullish on gold, both on 1 hour and 4 hour. And we're bearish on we're bullish on the New Zealand card on 4 hour. We're bullish on the AED card on 4 hour. And we're bullish on the GBP card on 4 hour. All right. Sorry, on both 4 hour and 1 hour for the GBP card. All right. So that's going to be all from my end for this morning. If we see any other setup, we'll definitely intimate you about it. Okay, so I can see that people are dropping requests here, so I'll attend to them one after the other. Now, iPhone, please, I will encourage you to use your real name so that we can identify you're a real person and not probably a bot. But the person with the name iPhone is asking me to check BTC USD. So I'll quickly look at the BTC USD. All right, so this is the BTC USD. If we start from the monthly, let's go down to the weekly time frame. I remember telling us last week that we have a trend line from the weekly touching the current, the last week candle, and that led to some retracement, because these are higher highs, and there's the third time price is touching it. So this acted like a resistance that led to some retracement last week. Okay, so you can see that price is approaching that resistance level again. Now, we should not neglect the fact that we had some rejection candles here, which about 3 of them, which indicated a kind of a range, on the BTC. So let's go down to 4 hour. You can see that price is still around that trend line from the weekly time frame, even on 1 hour. So currently, it looks like price is ranging around this trend line, from the weekly time frame. So two things will happen. If price just a second, please. All right, so BTC USD is actually in a range at the moment. If price breaks out above this range, then the bullish movement will continue. And if there is no sufficient volatility to break price above that level, then we'll be looking at price breaking out below to look for an opportunity to sell. So currently, we're just in between a buy and a sell on BTC until there's further clarity as to what the BTC is going to do. So that's my view on the BTC. Now, Mr. Son is asking about USD card. Now, I purposely left out USD card. If you want to trade it, I would advise you trade it more and a personal setup, because the reason is because we're bearish on the dollar. So USD card technically we're bearish. But then, like I said earlier, it looks like the Canadian dollar itself, is very weak. That is, it's bearish for this week. So that's why the anti-card pairs like the AUD card, the GBP card, and the New Zealand card are bullish. But then USD card actually is technically looking bearish. You understand? But then I would rather even prefer to sell the USD CHF compared to the USD card because card itself is weak. So having a USD card that will sell should be traded with a lot of caution. That's why I purposely left it out, of my analysis. But then for Mr. Sonny, since he asked, probably he has a trade on it, we will still analyze it purely from a technical perspective. Now, for the USD card, you can see that price is actually trading around the resistance level on the monthly time frame. So technically, we should be looking at an opportunity to sell. And if that is the case, you go down to weekly, daily, 4 hour, then on 1 hour, that's where our emphasis will be on 1 hour time frame. This is what we'll have. So we have price trading at a resistance on the monthly time frame and a rising wedge on 1 hour, and a pattern here that is looking a little like a head and shoulder. So technically, we should be looking at selling. But then please sell with caution. Don't sit too long in it. Just catch. If you're already on the trade, you may leave it. Just catch some pips and always make sure you do your trailing stop. That is, move your stop loss to break even. Because, like I said, technically the card is actually weak. But then let's see how this works out. So it's a bearish setup on the USD card. Euro USD and USD JPY. I've already analyzed Euro USD. We are bullish on the Euro USD. For USD JPY, the dollar index is bearish. So technically, we may look at a bearish setup on the USD JPY. But the thing is that for now, I'm not really seeing any setup that could give us an entry like that. Though we have a rising wedge on the USD JPY. This is a rising wedge pattern on the 4-hour time frame. Let's zoom down to 1 hour. This is what the 1 hour looks like. I will advise if you want to look at this, you should look at it more from the 4 hours perspective. The 1 hour is looking too far away from the trend line. We don't have anything close like that. So since we are bearish technically on the dollar, you may look at selling the USD JPY. But then just as a rising wedge, I'm not seeing the corresponding maybe a resistance. Okay, we have a minor support here. All right. So we have a minor support turned resistance here. And the candle that closed Friday closed Thursday and Friday closed as a bearish engulfing candle. All right. So technically, we should be looking at selling the USD JPY. So, but it's on a 4 hour, it's a swing. So wait for a new candle to open below this trend line for you to take a sell and also confirm. Okay, RSI is already clearly below 50. So this is really ready for a sell. So we're bearish on the USD JPY. Rebecca is asking about NAS 100. All right, so this is NAS 100. Generally, most of these indices, the dollar, the one from the United States, move in line with, they are always correlated with the dollar. So if the dollar is very bullish, they go bullish. And if the dollar is bearish, they equally go bearish. So if we're having a bearish dollar index, we may be looking at, possibly a bearish breakout on NAS100, but that's just a general, view. Sometimes it may not work exactly like that. So I'm trying to look for uh, what we should do in this case. All right, I'm seeing something here. Okay, so on the daily time frame, we have an uptrend line here. So price touched the trend line again. We should expect a bounce into the bullish direction. So what may likely happen? Let's go down to 1 hour. All right, so this is what may likely happen. Price may drop. It may touch the trend line, it may not touch the trend line, but what I'm seeing that may evolve here is a bullish movement. Price may drop to touch the trend line or not touch the trend line, but I'm seeing a decline, then a breakout. So you may need to wait patiently for this to happen. Then you take a buy once price is going back up. This region now becomes the neckline. So when a new candle breaks out above that region, you can take a buy on NAS 100. So we hold a bullish outlook on NAS 100. Trust Udo, what can you say about the gap in the 2464 price area in gold? Price has left that region now. 2464 is a past event. except you're not looking and I can't. Okay, let me check properly. 2464. I can't see any gap here. Udo. Price has left that region. Price is no longer on 2464. For price on 2585. Besides, I can't even see any gap. I can't see any gap around. This is the region you're talking about. There is no gap. There has been no gap there in recent times. Maybe you should check the data again to know the price level. BTC USD have analyzed that I think gold must retrace back to the gap area before moving further. Well, it's not just about thinking. You must have valid reasons. It's not just about the thoughts. Yeah, it's possible. I said it, or did I say it or not? There could be a retracement before a breakout, but then we're bullish on gold. There could be a retracement. That's a possibility, but we're bullish. We hold a bullish outlook on gold. Like I said, if you're doing it on 1 hour, I think I said it, yes. I said it, I said price, it may drop to test the trend line before breaking out further. I said that. But there's no gap around the area you're talking about. And that area is not where price is at the moment. Noel, GBP, JPY, and US 30. Now, the JPY pairs have been in a world of its own for some time. But let's see if there's any possibility around them this week. So this is GBP, JPY on the weekly time frame. I'm not really seeing anything. There was a bearish movement last Friday. I'm trying to see, for those who follow me very well, I use price action. So my trading side relies heavily on support, resistance, trend lines, then candlestick and chart patterns. But the thing about GBP JPY for now is that I'm not seeing any corresponding resistance. I don't want to force anyone. I don't want to force a setup. I'm not really seeing any serious clarity for that now. If I see it later, if I see any setup later, I will let you know. Yeah, in reality, there was a rising wedge here, and it looks like price. Yeah, price did break out. Okay, let me see again. Okay, price is retesting this support turn resistance. You can see we're having a retest. So it's possible we may have a continuation. It's possible there may be a bearish continuation. So if you want to trade the GBP JPY, you may have to wait for price. Please mute your devices. You may have to wait for price to break below the most recent low. So a new candle needs to break out below it to trigger a sell on the GBP JPY. So not strictly for that person though. So GBP JPY may still be bearish. And for US 30, that's the DJ30 on our platform. Yeah, I said this one was going to sell last week, and we saw some bearish movement. Now, please, for those who are just joining this platform, maybe today is your first time, we always mute our devices so that it doesn't cause distraction. All right, so for DJ30, this is my view. You can see that we have a resistance turned support here. So technically, we are looking at buying the DJ30 or the US 30. So that's on the daily time frame, on the 4 hour, on the 1 hour. So on the 1 hour, we are already seeing like an inverse head and shoulder pattern here, which will trigger a bullish trade. So we're bullish on the DJ or the US 30. So another support, additional confirmation to that is a falling wedge pattern. I think it's better of this way. A falling wedge pattern is also there. So we're looking, and price has actually broken out of the trend line. So we'll be looking to take a bullish trade once our RSI crosses above 50. So we're bullish on the US 30, or otherwise called the VJ 30. Okay, so that's it. We're bullish on the DJ 30. You're welcome, Rebecca. Use 15 minutes time frame, sir. For which one? Please be specific. Trust Udo. You're asking me to use 15 minutes time frame for which analysis or which instrument? You need to be specific. All right, I think that's the last analysis I will do. So Trust Udo, I'm waiting for you. You just put the currency or the instrument there. I will analyze that. All right, so that will be all for this morning. So if you're just joining us this morning, you are new to PU Prime or you're new to this analysis. This is PU Prime, we're a global brokerage with our head office in Australia, and we have 2 offices in Nigeria, Abuja and Lagos. Our head office in Nigeria is Abuja, while Lagos is the regional office. The website is www.puprime.com. I just put the web address over there. So you can go ahead and open a live account with us, and once you open a live account, your account manager will reach out to you. We'll guide you through the entire registration process and also the verification process. Now, we just completed a 4-day boot camp. The videos will be available very soon so that you can watch them and gain more insight into how to trade. Okay, Justin is saying it's just like this session and analysis shouldn't end. Wow, I don't know. Let me see. Let me read what he's saying. He's saying, I don't know why I'm enjoying it so much. I hope to become a pro like you. Definitely, you can become a pro. Just need to pay attention to learning, and also believe in yourself as a trader. You need to be bold and practice, practice, practice. Like they say that the more you practice, the more perfect you become at something you're doing. And if you are available in Lagos, you live in Lagos and its environment, you're free to walk into our office at Abuja and in Lagos. Our office at Abuja is at our Walk and Connect building 50 Ebitu Ukiwe Street, Jabi, Abuja. And Lagos office is at Agos Executive Lounge at 54B Adeniyi Jones Avenue, Ikeja, Lagos. Now we run physical training sessions at these 2 locations on Tuesdays and Thursdays every week. Tuesday is the beginner's class. That's to lay a foundation for forex trading. And Thursday is the intermediate stroke advanced class. The time for Abuja office training is 10:30 a.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and Lagos is 11 a.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So you can make do to join any of these training sessions. Now, we have other solutions that can also help you as a trader. So probably you have funds, but you don't have time to trade. You can connect to what we call the copy trading system. It helps you. You are connecting to a professional trader, and as that person trade on his account, the same trade is going to show on your own account also. So that's a solution that can help you to trade, to make money from the market while probably you're busy with your day job. All right. So Paul Obas is asking, is the video recorded? Yes, this video is recorded, and you'll get the link in your WhatsApp group or Telegram group where you got the link to join this session. So we'll run this analysis session every day, Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. and 12:30 p.m. So join us every day. You will always get the link in your group, 7 a.m. on Monday to Friday, 12:30 p.m. So by 12:30 p.m. today, there's going to be the afternoon session. So join us for that session likewise. All right, Justin is saying, I'll go to the Lagos Training Center as I will be in Lagos soon. We'll be glad to receive you. When will the training end for the year? Well, we'll let you know in due course when that will be. And what's the fee for the training? The training is actually free. We don't charge for the training. However, you are required to open a live account with us and fund it. We're not charging you for training. Now, if you want to go to any academy to learn forex trading, it's not free. You have to pay. You pay the company that is training you, and you will still get funds to trade. But here, we are not charging you for training. All we want you to do is, because we are a broker in the real sense of it. So in order to make it easier for you to start doing business with us, we don't charge you for training. But like I said, you are required to open a live account and fund the account. And the money you're funding the account with is the money you will trade with. So it's not like you're paying us. No, it's still your money, which you will trade with and make profit with it. Fortune is asking, how can I get a recorded video? Like I said, it should be uploaded to our YouTube channel. Now, I will encourage you to also go over to our YouTube channel and subscribe to the channel. Just go to YouTube and type PU Prime Africa. Go to YouTube and type PU Prime Africa, and our channel will show up. I'm typing that in the comment section now. Type PU Prime Africa on YouTube. Our channel will show up with our logo, and just subscribe. You will see the recording of all our video sessions, everything you see there, training, analysis, live trading session, because we normally have live trading session for NFP and CPI. We had CPI last week. NFP is coming up in December. By the first Friday in December, we'll have NFP live trading session. At the live trading session, we're going to be trading live, and we're going to be making money live. I mean real money. You know, within a minute, the market will can move like 50, 100 pips, and we'll catch it and make money. And don't forget, Christmas is around the corner. So you want to make Christmas money, don't miss the next NFP live trading session, which will come out on the first Friday of December. But then before that, I've given analysis for most of the pairs, what we're expecting for this week. Can trade in line. The essence of this analysis is to guide you as to the instrument to pay attention to trade to make money in the market. And now we'll also have a funded client group where we actually drop more signals. So if you want to enjoy more signals, we've just done analysis here. You want to enjoy more signals, make sure you have a funded account, reach out to your account manager. Your account manager will add you to the funded client groups where you actually get more signals you can trade to make more money. All right, so that will be the end for this morning analysis session. Join us again by 12:30 p.m. for the second analysis for the day. Take care and have a great day ahead. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome, sir.